Hey, welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you're new. My name is Tracy and this is A Girl with Plans. Today's video will be a short video going over a few of the ways that I utilize note pages and filler paper to track some of my fitness milestones in order to give me motivation. This is going to be the first video in a series that I'm going to do that's going to talk about some of the other ways that I use filler paper or note pages, like for wellness and health tracking, for budgeting, or just for general life things. So without further ado, let's get started. Okay, one of the first and perhaps one of the most simplest ways is to simply create a goal sheet. This is very basic. It's not even decorated that much, but it doesn't need to be. This is for me and me alone. So when you're creating a goal sheet, just remember that it is for you. You can go all out and decorate it because it's something that you're going to be going back to throughout the year, or you can keep it simple. I've used a few stickers here. However, no stickers are even needed. You can literally just write goals, and then you can write 1, 2, 3, 4, however many you want to have, and just list them out. I threw down some boxes. My goal is to have 3 goals this year. Throughout the year, they're going to be very broad. And then each quarter, I'm going to narrow that down to kind of be a subset of the overall goal. So for example, if my first goal is to lose inches, then the quarterly goal might be to do strength training 4 times a week. So that is my plan as it stands today. But I do think goal tracking is a way to kind of stay on top of things, and it sometimes is that little push that you need throughout the year, especially when you're close to reaching those goals. It is always a huge motivator just to know that if you go a little bit more, then you might reach those goals. Now, the next way that I use note pages, which might be my favorite way, is I track my favorite workouts. As I mentioned in an earlier video, I work out from home. For those of you that also work out from home, then you know that there are so many workouts available. Whether you subscribe to an actual on-demand program, such as Peloton, Beachbody, Les Mills, or if you just do YouTube workouts, there are so many workouts out there. For me, there are days where I really don't feel like working out, but I know I need to. If I track workouts that I really enjoyed, then I'm more likely to do it because I can go back on that day that I'm not feeling like working out and be like, oh, well, this was a good workout. I can probably do that one. So this is all I do. I mean, I created a cute front page, but I literally just list them on my next 2 pages. So I have them separated by cardio and strength. As you can see, I'm not as huge of a fan of cardio, but I do love my strength. I've been tracking this since about October, and this is already coming to like help me a lot. Especially when it comes to strength training, because a lot of the strength training workouts I do are like 20 to 30 minutes. So I can just look at what I want to do that day. And then I've even written down some of the actual moves that are in that program, which it makes it more likely that I'll actually do it on those days that I'm not feeling like working out. So this is something I do recommend, especially if you work out from home. Like I said, you just jot it down. I've actually color-coded the types of workouts just for quick reference because my hope is that eventually these fill up and I'm going to need the color code a little bit better, especially on the cardio side because I am really struggling in that area. Now, let's see if I can find my other page. Now, another way is to simply track your measurements. This is strictly functional. I have actually made a table, but that is not needed. As you can see, I've literally used a few stickers. But this is something that I feel like I need to do. My weight, there are times where my weight will not budge. The scale will not budge at all. So I find that I do need to actually do measurements in order to see my progress. I have chosen to do measurements for chest, waist, stomach, hips, and thighs. Obviously, you can change those to however you like. I think it's important to do measurements because, like I said, sometimes the scale doesn't move, but you are progressing. And I feel like that is something to keep from getting discouraged, is if you write this stuff down and you track it. Or let's say you measure and it actually has increased, and then maybe you can figure out why, because sometimes it isn't really due to something you're doing. It could be due to something that's beyond your control, like inflammation. So I think it's important. It's something, it is a little, you know, that time I do it once a week, and every day it's like, oh, on the Sundays I have to do it. It's like, oh no, I got to do measurements again. But I do like doing it once a week. However, you can do this only once a month. I do know some people do weight like every day. So it's, again, it's whatever you prefer. And like I said, I did the table. However, you could just write the headers and then just list them. Especially if you have lined paper, then that's super simple. You can just go down and list them. Now, the next couple of examples I have is how I use half sheets. The first way is Milestones. I subscribe to the Peloton app through Amazon, and they have certain, I guess they're called achievements through Peloton. And so far I have reached 2 achievements, and those are both in the strength training. I just find that for me, when I get close to an achievement, it's very motivating for me to keep going and to make it a point to try to reach that as soon as I can. Like right now, I'm a few cycle classes away from like 50. So like I really want to meet that by like the end of next week. So for me, this is just a motivator on those days, again, that I don't feel like working out. If I know I'm close to a milestone, it might give me that edge to go work out. Another thing that this could help is I know that some boutique gyms have milestones of their own. So like I was a member of the Row House last year, and they had milestones like if you rode 1,000,000 meters. So you can always write those down, or you can set your own milestones depending on what you do. If you're a runner and you want to run so many miles, or you want to run so many days, those can be milestones that you can track. Again, whatever you want to do. And this is just an idea. It doesn't even have to be milestones. This is just something that for me, it helps me get motivated to work out on the days that I don't. And the final thing that I'm going to show you today is this one. And this came to me when I was flipping through my Recollections fitness book. I had these goal met stickers, and I was like, I don't really know how I would use that or when I would use that. So I just put them on a sheet. And if you have an Apple Watch, and I don't know if Fitbit, I'm assuming they might too. I know Peloton, they have like monthly challenges that if you do, like for Apple, like in October, it was for me, it was 26 times. So once you met that, then you got your little award. So what I've started doing is just writing that down. Again, this is just something that might get you moving to meet those goals. To me, when you see it written down, it's just a motivator. Now, like I said, I go off the Apple and the Peloton rewards. However, they could be goals that, you know, you've made yourself. If you want to work out, if you want to do strength training 10 times that month and you end up doing it, write it down. That's the goal that you met, that you set. So again, it's just an idea. It's just, again, to me, when it comes to fitness tracking, it's all about motivation. It's all about what's going to keep you going and keep you interested. So those are just a few things that I track when it comes to fitness. I actually use my fitness planner to do a lot of tracking. I will show you guys that in a future Plan With Me. But there are so many ways to use filler paper or notes pages to track your fitness milestones or your fitness goals. If you guys have any ideas, please feel free to share those in the comments, because myself, along with probably a lot of the viewers, would love to have that, especially as we come up to the new year where everybody is trying to set fitness goals. It's always helpful to see what other people are doing. Well, guys, if you like this video, I would love it if you would hit that like button. And also, I plan to release some more videos in this series going over other ways that I use my filler paper to track stuff. So please be sure to subscribe, and that way you'll be notified when I release future videos. Well, that's all I have for today. Until next time, bye.